Alrighty, let's go with the NTR Townsville 500 Friday press conference. And Jack LeBrock, on his 21st birthday, is the quickest. Plus 10. Well done, mate. Happy birthday to you. And joined by Cam Waters and Bryce Forward here today. Keeping the good times rolling. Hey, Jack, can you just talk us through the speed that you have had all year long? And just is it a good feeling when you roll into another racetrack and it's still quick?
Yeah, 100%. It's I didn't even know what kind of lap I was on, to be honest. The dash wasn't working, didn't have a time. So, but no, guys are doing an awesome job. I'm getting comfortable in the car, and yeah, I don't actually know why it's working and what's working, but it is, and just keep on doing what we're doing, and yeah, hopefully convert that into a good result tomorrow.
Nice. And having your engineer back, we missed Jack at the last one. So, what was his feedback to you coming back to the team after essentially missing out on a race win, the poor guy?
Yeah, felt for Bellotti, the poor bloke. He only had it last Friday as well, so he could have made Darwin with ease by a couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's great to have him back. We gel really well together. We get along well, and he understands how I work. I understand how he works, and we're gelling and understanding this car more and more every session we go into. So, yeah, it's great to have him back. He's pretty stoked for the team, obviously, but yeah, he was pretty disappointed to not be there and be able to celebrate with the guys. But anyway, hopefully we can try and get another one for him, and yeah, let the good times go. Well done.
We'll go to Bryce. I'm getting myself backwards here. Bryce, you were second in the session. I think you're sitting in P3 in the press conference, but I'll go to you anyway. Well done. The speed from Brad Jones' cars looked really quick across the board. Andre said after the session that he reckons you and him are working really well together at the moment. Do you sort of echo what he had to say there?
Yeah, most definitely. I think, leading into Darwin, we had a test day before Darwin, and I think that was really valuable for us. Obviously, we had a really strong showing in Darwin, and Andre and I are working really well together, and both our engineers are too. So it's really harmonious there at the moment, and information's flowing both ways, and we're really helping each other, which is working really, really well. So he's obviously really fast there too, and I mean the times are so close at the moment that we could do that session again, and he could be where I am, and I could be where he is. It's just so competitive, but. Look, everything's going really well at the moment, and it's the best way to start the weekend, for sure.
What would make you happy tomorrow?
Oh, a podium for sure, or a race win. That's what we're all here for. But I think that starts by having a fast car, and we're happy with where we are at the moment. I think there's a little bit more in it for me to do a little bit better job. Jack's a little bit up the road from us, but no, all going well. And I think realistically for us, just need to execute on what we've got. I think we've got a pretty good package at the moment.
Cool. All right, well done today. Cam, one thing that we expected to see when we brought out the new cars this year are some different names popping up towards the tops of the times and different teams popping up and down as well. Have you enjoyed seeing some different names alongside you on podiums and press conferences this year?
I haven't had that many podiums or press conferences this year, but yeah, it's awesome to see all the different people up the front and getting podiums and wins so far this year. Just been a bit light on for us.
Big result today. I know it's a practice day, but for the team who've had so much work to do since the last time out in Darwin and the issues that you guys had up there, good to pat the team on the back with a quick race car today?
Yeah, the team did an amazing job. Obviously, just to get me back out in Darwin was very cool. And then, the mechanics were doing massive hours between obviously Darwin and here, and they've pretty well built me a brand new car. So there's no smoke smell in the car at all, so I was pretty shocked. So they've obviously done a pretty good job of cleaning it. So yeah, the car's awesome from a mechanical point of view. I was all excited because everyone was telling me how much downforce I was going to get, and got out there and I was P20. So it was a bit of a shock in practice one, but the team did an amazing job in between practice 1 and 2 to get a bit of speed out of it.
Okay, cool. Well done today. We'll open it right up to the journos that we've got here in the room. Microphone is on that side.
Cam, can you just sort of talk about those? You knew I was going to start here.
I don't know.
Talk about the aero changes and how the balance has changed. What you can feel, what you've had to do setup wise to try and walk back for what you were trying to fix before, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it's obviously been pretty evident that the Fords have been struggling under brakes and to the corner, and a lot of our setup traits, I guess, probably all the Fords would be trying to tune that out of the car. So. It's awesome that Supercars found a few things wrong, and it wasn't us just going crazy, it's us Ford drivers, and they fixed it, and it's definitely changed our package. So just kind of undoing a few of the things which we used to mask our issues before. So yeah, it was a lot different in practice one. Wasn't just bolt on some grip and away you went. I think Jack texted me and said I was going to be on pole by 3/10, but he's actually 3/10 quicker than me. So it wasn't as simple as just bolt and grip on.
But you do feel that it will be a step forward once you get your head around how to set the car up with this package?
Too early to tell, to be honest, mate. It's obviously different, so it's doing something. It's going to take time to get our head around it and see if it's, a better race car. That's obviously the thing that we've been struggling with is tyre life and a race package. Quality, speed hasn't really been our drama as much as race car.
When they sort of handed down the findings, sort of saying that the car was losing grip under braking at the rear, did that track with the feedback that you guys have been giving in terms of what the car's not been doing well?
Yeah, 100%. So, the car's been very loose and under brakes we've struggled compared to, other, Camaros that I've been racing. So it's good that, Supercars went about it, looking at data and did the data share and made sure they actually worked out what the issue was and then, put some logic behind it with D2H and it was good that they found something, to be honest. So I was starting to feel like I was going crazy inside the car. I'd just forgotten how to drive to the apex, but it's good they found something.
To JLB and to Bryce, you guys were obviously Dunlop Series for a long time. You're now into, I think, years 6 and 4, I think, in the main game. And, it's been for both of you, I guess your careers have sort of been similar, where you sort of been in that midfield and, this year sort of looked really good. I mean, question to both of you, but how big is this year? It's looking good so far for both of you. How big is this year to kind of make it count?
I think it's one of those things. I think the more time you spend in these cars in this category, you learn a lot out of it. For me, I'm getting a lot out of it, I suppose, the last couple of years, even with my time with Tickford. Obviously, it was interrupted with COVID and bits and pieces, so it made it quite hard, I suppose, to progress as a driver. Before that, we had a pretty rough year and a couple of years. So for myself, I'm settled into the team. I'm really enjoying it. I'm in a good headspace and the boys are doing a great job for us as well. And I suppose one of those things, you just start gelling with the car and the guys around you and, just need to keep moving forward. So just got to keep learning. Every day's a school day.
Yeah, I think similar to Jack. I mean, obviously when you have 3 test days a year and no tyres to go testing with, it makes it pretty hard to actually get better. Footy players get to train and not just play when we just play. So, it makes it a little bit hard for us to get up to grips with the car. I think obviously for me this year, I'm really enjoying the new Gen 3 package. I'm just really enjoying that all the cars are pretty even and at least, with all the other stuff going on, at least the Camaros, like we can, if we do a good job, we can be here in front of you guys today. Whereas I feel like previously we haven't had as equal car to go racing with like that. So I've been really enjoying that challenge and, I think for me, I've found a really good home here at Brad's and, gelling really well with my engineer, Phil. It takes a little bit of time. Last year was really difficult for us, but it's a little bit hard to, you can't underestimate how long it takes to gel and start working properly together. And now that, things are starting to work for us, we haven't changed a whole lot at all. It's just things are starting to happen. And I think last year there was a lot of positives for us, but not many of them actually came to fruition. And so it's nice this year that it's all starting to happen a little bit more for us.
And to Jack, you guys, your team had never had a podium before, last month. I mean, what change have you seen in MSR in the last, since then?
Obviously last year we were in quite an old car. The car was 8 years old and been through that many hits that, had a good time. So for this year, like Gen 3 was a massive reset for us as a team. When I went there, it was always a building year for Gen 3. Brand new car, chassis, everyone's in the same equipment underneath the body shell. For us, it's just been trying to build on that throughout the year. And for me, at times I probably struggled with our race pace to understand what we need to get out of it. And that's something we sort of started to work through, especially that last test day we had was a big move forward for us. But we're just a young team, small team. The guys are doing an awesome job. We've got plenty of apprentices running around, and those boys are doing a great job learning the ropes and getting up to speed. So it's big credit to Matt and the guys there for what they've been able to achieve with what we've got.
I guess, that's what I mean in terms of the what has that win done for the young team? You know, and has there been a change to the environment?
Yeah, everyone's pretty stoked. I think if you walk down and feel the boys have got coloured hairs and all sorts of rubbish going on. So, we got Ronald down there this weekend with the orange mullet, I think you call it. Yeah, he'll give you a run. It's pretty impressive. Hey? I don't have any hair, so he's got mine for me. It's awesome. It's great for the guys. They're doing a great job, so it's a great reward for them. And I suppose, it proved to them that they're doing the job they need to do to be able to compete with the best in pit lanes. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing and, trying to keep moving forward.
And just to Cam, I know you said sort of it's a little bit early to know a lot, but I mean, for a fan who might look at the results and go, oh, there's still only 2 Fords in the top 10 or whatever, how much of that is the actual getting your head around the package, well, the updated package, though, as opposed to kind of it not being a step forward?
Like I said earlier, it's just pretty early. Like you put a different aero package on the car and it's changed things, and teams and drivers have to get their head around it and work out what they need to get the best out of it. So we'll see after quali in a race and see where we're at the end of this weekend, if we've made gains or not.
For all three of you, the tip before the start of the weekend was that tyre degradation might be a factor here this weekend more than before. Now that you've been through practice, do you have a read on that and how much of a factor that'll be in the races?
It's going to be bad, but it's probably good for you guys. So, we're going to be hanging on in there.
Yep, I concur.
I think we might even 3-stop, just throw away Sunday and just let it go.
We did quite a lot of laps in P1, and I need to do quite a lot more, and I'm quite concerned. So I think it'll be entertaining. I'm interested to see what happens.
Usually practice is always worse because the track's green and we're sliding around, so hopefully it rubbers in a little bit before tomorrow's race and it's a bit better than what we all think.
Just on that, if someone does have a bad day tomorrow and they have an extra set up their sleeve for Sunday, would that actually be an advantage come the race?
I think come safety car, absolutely. I mean, we're a set of tyres down this weekend from normal, and obviously previously if there's an early safety car and whatever else, we've had another set to play with, and we don't have that now. So I feel like absolutely, if someone has a shocker tomorrow and have another set up their sleeve, watch out.
Also, guys, the big milestone weekend for Dunlop Series. Cam, you won the 100th and turned that into a championship. Obviously, the 2 guys next to you featured very strongly as well. Just a quick one from you, Cam, and how cool it was to win a milestone event and how important that series is.
Yes, it's awesome to be a part of the Dunlop Series, and it's helped get me to where I am today. And there's so many good kids in it at the moment. So hopefully a few of them get a few chances to, move into the main series. I love watching it, see my old car driving around, or cars driving around. One day I'd like to buy one of them, but it's cool and good for, the category.
How do you feel seeing your car in bright pink?
I've told them I'm not that pleased with it, so if I ever buy it, it'll be back in matte black, but whatever floats their boat.
And Bryce, your thoughts on how important that series is, and how important it is to make sure that whoever is lucky enough to win that has an opportunity to go up. Yeah,
most definitely. I mean, we all started there with aspirations of racing in the main series, and that's the vital link between being a young fella having a crack and being a professional racing car driver for here in Australia. So, it's a super important category, and it's important to keep the competition up. I mean, like Cam, I'm always watching it. My car's now rolling around in Super 3 in the old Nissan, so I love watching that thing bang around, and it's awesome to see a heap of young kids come through. I've raced both these guys in the Dunlop Series whilst they're all a bit older than me. Got to watch Cam dominate in Dunlop Series, and learned a lot off Jack as a teammate in Dunlop Series with him. So, I think it's a great series, and it's awesome to see its 150th round, and so I can't wait to watch it this weekend.
Me too. Last call. Anybody? Going once. Guys, thank you very much. Well done, and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.